Well, we are more than 5 months into the coronavirus issues and pandemic and everything. If you've been watching the news, probably not looking too good, doom and gloom. But if you're paying attention to real estate, there's a lot going on. Check out this video. I'll give you your monthly update for Sacramento real estate. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor, and this is your monthly Sacramento real estate update. Been doing for over 10 years, and this is for the end of August, beginning of September 2020. So we're more than 5 months into the coronavirus, and I think a lot of people are thinking just the sky's falling, doom and gloom, nothing's happening. But when it comes to real estate, it's kind of the opposite. If you've been paying attention, you know that money's being thrown around, there's buyers out there, a ton of transactions are happening in real estate. So let's dive into the numbers and we'll talk about it, and we'll go over what's going to be kind of coming up as well. So these are for July 2020. Let's look it over. All right, a couple of things I want to hit on is the active listing inventory. Right now, there's 1,266 homes available in the Sacramento area. That is down from June. So just a month ago, there was 15% more homes were down. And then compared to last year, it's basically about half the amount of homes available that we had last year. So you're talking 2019 had twice as many homes available in July as 2020. There is hardly any properties out there available when you're looking at the data. It's basically half of what was available, okay? Now let's look at the flip side of that, pendings. These are properties that are getting into escrow with buyers, and a seller is accepting their offer. They're moving forward towards a close. There's a huge number, 2,325 pendings right now. That's up from last month, and that's way up from a year ago. That's almost 15% higher. So there's half the amount of homes available, and there's more more properties getting into escrow. Okay, so we've got a huge supply and demand imbalance. There's not much supply, there's a huge demand right now. And then going over to the amount of closings, it was almost about 1,800 closings, 1,772. That was up almost 20% from last month, so a big jump from June to July. And then in a normal year, last year, 2019, it actually were up 5% more from this time last year. So less homes available, more buyers, more sales happening, and then that's equating to months worth of inventory. There's less than a month. There's 0.7 months worth of inventory. That is a crazy low number. I think it's maybe the lowest I've seen in my 14 years of real estate, and it's basically half the amount of what we had a year ago. We had 1.4 months, a lot more homes available. Okay, and of course, supply and demand, going back to economics, in college and in high school, because there's low supply and high demand, prices are going up and up and up. So the median now is above 420, it's at 422, 745. That's up from June, as well as that's up 8.4% from a year ago. So the median's 8.4% higher than it was a year ago. So kind of a broken record, but I gotta just emphasize this. There are very few homes available, and there are a lot of buyers going after those small amount of homes. So this imbalance creates multiple offers, prices are going up, and buyers that are competing with each other, okay? So because of that, we've got this kind of wildness going on in the market. If you're a seller, you're having a great time. Get with an agent that knows what they're doing. Make sure you have it priced right, shows well, and your agent knows how to market that property, and it's gonna be sold over list price within a few days. If you're a buyer, okay, yes, you might be competing against 5 or 10 other offers. However, I sell a lot of properties, and when I have a listing, I've got a bunch of listings right now that are in escrow, but I had 5, 10 offers to review with my sellers. Usually, you can take a good chunk of those offers and just throw them in the trash because they were really poorly written. The agent that wrote the offer missed a bunch of things. It just is really sloppy. And so if you're working with an agent that knows what they're doing, you're working with a good lender, it's not that hard to rise to the top percentage as far as quality of offer written. Yes, you're gonna need to compete on price. You're gonna need to get there. If it's listed at $499, it might be going for $525. Okay, But if you can get there on price and you've got an agent that knows what they're doing, a lender that knows what they're doing, you're going to be able to get the terms nice and clean and communicate that and have your offer rise above the top and have it be something that the seller is excited to move forward with. Okay, it's not that hard. So moving forward, I think more of the same. We do have a little bit of a wild card this year coming up with the election. As we get closer to that, I think we might see a little bit of this craziness, imbalance, maybe balance out a little bit. But this is a year like any other year with coronavirus. We're having a spring. We basically didn't have a spring market, so we're having a spring and summer crammed together. It's just a little wild right now. So that's a little wild card just to be paying attention to. The media sure loves to pump fear into our faces, and when that happens, a lot of times buyers tend to kind of pull back a little bit. Whoa, I'm a little nervous, I'm not feeling good, I'm going to slow down a little bit, pump the brakes. I don't know if that's going to happen this year or not, but in years past, that tends to happen 4 years ago and 8 years ago, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. All right? Hope everyone's doing well, enjoying your summer. Feel free to reach out to me. You can find me at realestatewithdoug.com. Connect with me on all the socials, as well as just reach out to me, call, text, email. Make sure to subscribe if you want to get more videos like this. Leave a comment below, and I'll be talking to you soon. Clear skies.